The package came in a box that was made perfectly to fit the case. There's a little bit of damage here to the box, but it had no impact on the case. It arrived good. The Pedaltrain XD-24. When I first looked at this, I noticed how nice the handle was. The handle is really nicely made. It's hard and it's rigid. It says PSG on it. And on the inside here, the strap is flat. It has like this piece of hard plastic in it, so it's easy to put this back together because this can just sit flat on the bottom here and then Velcro up over it. Another thing I noticed right away is the zipper quality. The zipper quality on here looks really nice. I'll show you on this side. There's a smaller pocket on top here. And that smaller pocket only has one zipper. The bigger pocket has two. There's these two straps on the inside here, but they don't do anything. They're just attached right to the back of the case. So you have a pocket inside here, and with the zipper opened all the way, this is opening up this pocket here. So you have these two triangle pieces on the side, and that's used for the strap, which comes with it. And that way you can carry this over your shoulder if you want to. So let's actually take a look at that. So let's open up the strap. Oh, the strap's just really nice. A little foam pad on the back here of the strap, for the shoulder strap. Let's attach it on. So we have, oh, okay, so this is cool. I'll show you a view of this. These look really easy to attach. So you have this triangle piece on the side, and the way this strap is set up is you can just quickly snap it onto this end there. Do the same thing with this side. And then now I can adjust this. So I can get a little bit more length on here and then put it over my shoulder. If you want to have a strap like that. Can even put this up a little bit more. So this is max length here. Oh, I might be able to get it a little bit longer. Yeah, so this is pushed down all the way. So that's max length there on the strap. Just kind of sits like this. So that's at the max. You can kind of adjust it as you need. I'm gonna put it back, so I'm gonna try it a little bit higher up and see how it feels. Wouldn't want to have it super high, but try putting it back a little bit more. Yeah, it's good. If you want to carry it like this, you'd have a lot more weight in it, of course, but it sits comfortable. It does have the Pedaltrain XD-24 inside with no pedals on it right now. All right, so this is the bottom of the case. There's these 3 rubber stops on the bottom. They each have 2 black strips of hard plastic, and they're sewed in really good to the bottom here. The shorter side, the top side, the other side, and the bottom. The zippers have these small plastic pieces with rope, and the plastic piece has a hole in it, so you could feed something through there if you wanted to. And there's a hole at the top of the zipper in the metal, so if you wanted to put a lock between these 2 zippers, you could do something like that. The bigger compartment here has 2 zippers. Open this up. And inside we have the Pedaltrain XD-24. And this thing is super light. So look from the side here. The bottom, they have these 4, and there's these 4 stops on each of the bottoms. And there's these 4 little supports at each of the corners. "170 inches of professional grade hook and loop to attach your pedals. And it comes with 10 zip ties, which are attached by another zip tie. Alright, so this is the Pedaltrain XD-24 on the ground. Slides around pretty easily, and this has no weight on it. You can see just how it kind of moves around. This is the Pedaltrain XD-24 in comparison with the Behringer FCB 1010. And I am replacing this because I just got the Nectar Pacer. And this is almost half the weight of the Behringer FCB 1010. Now don't get me wrong, this thing has some weight to it. But it is lighter. Like, I thought since it was like a lot lighter, it was gonna feel that way, but it still feels heavy, but it is like half the weight of the 1010. So this will be for my Nectar Pacer. It's gonna go in the bottom left, right here. It'll kind of just fit just like this. I'm super stoked to put all my pedals on here. Right now they're kind of a little bit more of a mess because I moved them around because I was moving some of my gear. But I want to clean all this up, have this nicely put on a pedal board, and I already have this mapped out in a Google sheet. I came up with this method to map out the Pedaltrain where I created a Google sheet and then made each of these columns to be thinner so that each one of these cells is like a small square. And then I have this mapped out so that it's 24 wide, and you can tell because you put ones in these boxes and you can double check, okay, I got 24. And the Pedaltrain is by 17.5. So I actually just made this 17, knowing that I'll have a little bit of extra room, half an inch. And then I outlined where the Nectar Pacer was going to be. I know the dimensions of that, length and width. I add that here, and then I just make the whole thing red. And that's my placeholder for what the Nectar Pacer is going to look like sitting on top of the Pedaltrain, which would be like red on top of this highlighted area here. And these other cells are kind of just seeing how much room I would have for smaller pedals. So once I have this mapped out, I kind of know what I'm working with along the side here. So I got 4 inches along this side, and then along the top here, you could just highlight these and see, okay, I have 8 inches along here. It's actually 8.5 because I'm going with 17 here. And then I made these cells here in blue, which will outline a pedal to go here, a pedal to go here, a pedal to go here, a pedal to go here. And you can kind of just see how much space you would have. If you're looking at each pedal as being, say, 5 inches wide, then you could fit 4 here above the Nectar Pacer. And then your thinner pedals could go along the side here. So this is really helpful for when I decided to buy the Pedaltrain, because I was like, man, this is like an awesome pedal board. It helped me organize my pedals. Mapped it out. I could see that the Nectar Pacer could fit on the bottom left, and then what kind of space I'd be working with to put the other pedals. And based upon laying this out, I could see that it would work with the pedals that I want to put on the board. And got this case with the Pedaltrain. It took forever to get here. I ordered it from Quebec because none of the other places in Canada had it available. And then the place where I ordered from still ended up ordering it from outside of Canada. But it's all good. Arrived and super stoked to go through the next part of setting this up. And then I have some room on the side here. And then I am going to have pedals along the top here as well. Yeah, so I'm super stoked to put all my gear on here. And then it'll go back in this case.